Sprite ain't a secret.
All right, Coach. What do you say?
I thought it was a great win today. We talked about coming out and being ready to go from the jump, and I thought we were. We executed on both sides of the basketball, so really happy with where we're at right now. And looking forward to going into next week with it.
Talk about, I guess I'm going to start both of these questions for Amira and Kyren, just around finding your patience and cadence in this game. It was a lot of back and forth at first, and then there are points where you were able to pull out and really extend the lead. Can y'all talk about what's the mentality of the team, what is happening in the huddles, what's going on the floor that we don't see that you want to share as players?
I think we have a next play mentality, so every huddle it's, good job, like we're doing the right things, and it's gonna come as the game goes on. So next play.
I would just say, trusting each other, connecting, like Coach has always said, just touching each other, giving the high fives, and letting each other know that we trust, in our abilities.
And for a team that also has, I think, decent, dribble penetration, thinking about Journey Armstead, who's constantly attacking the basket and getting into the paint, you really held this team to, I'm trying to see, only hitting 5 threes in the game for a team that takes a lot of threes. Can you talk about the defense, which has been spectacular over the course of this season? And anyone can answer.
Our job was just to make them uncomfortable. We worked on that in practice, and we were able to execute. So it was really simple, just keep them from shooting threes and make them beat us in the paint.
Oh, thank you. Kyren, 13 points in the fourth quarter. I think they entered the fourth trailing. You guys were leading 48-45, I think by 3. Just talk about your fourth quarter and, what was the reason that you kind of took over. So some huge threes, some drives. Just talk about your fourth quarter.
Just coach putting the ball in my hand and trusting me felt really great. My teammates trusted me. That gave me confidence, and just to be able to let it fly and know that they believe in me, that's a big deal to me. So I was able to execute for them, and we shared the ball very well. We were defending very well, so it was just kind of a full circle game, I guess.
Coach, this is the second straight game that I've seen where it looked like the pace kind of got to your opponent. I mean, it was more than that, just the pace, but I thought the pace was consistent all game. You guys ripped and ran and did your thing, and I thought it affected them.
You thought it what? Say the last part.
The pace.
Yeah.
You guys kept a fast pace the whole game, and I thought that affected them. Maybe I'm wrong for what I thought I saw, but
No. I think that's what we do. I think we're just getting better at it, right? We're more connected now, and we're picking and choosing when we're going to run and when we need to slow it down and execute. So I think you're just seeing our offense connect. And it's much more fluid, and I think that's what you saw today.
I thought it was exciting to see. I thought, Dylan did a great job just rebounding and bringing energy to the paint. Thinking about Kayla Hampton and her stepping on the floor and knocking down that 3. Can you talk about just how players like that are stepping up? And I think even thinking about Keenan and not being able to score, but her presence on the floor always makes a difference. Speaking of that in games like this, what do you have to say about rolling into the next matchup against a Rice that you probably want to redeem yourself and having players play like this at this juncture of the season?
I mean, I think everyone understands they matter on this team. Everyone, even Lily, Jaylee, Kiki, everyone has a role. Everyone plays a role. Everyone matters. And so they don't look at it like, oh, V's not out there like, I haven't scored, so I'm mad, right? She knows what she does for our team, right? So I think that's what you're seeing is that everybody understands their value. We're a full, complete team. Everyone steps up for each other, which is nice. We're not always relying on one person. That's why we're a team.
Question is when UAB started running, jumping, or doubling Kendall, at least at the top, full court pressure, but also at the half court, what happened in the huddle to change the pace of the game to where y'all were able to score easy buckets and they could basically do nothing to stop y'all from, ending the game the way that y'all did?
Yeah, I think we're just experienced now with it, right? We have a plan for that. We already know what we're doing. If anybody were to trap us, we know exactly where to go, know exactly what to do, and we're just able to execute it right now and handle it with poise, right? And I think that's what you saw today was poise, patience, and then, we're able to get easy buckets just because, obviously, we were able to beat the trap.
Coach, I want to double back to 2 things, just getting those buckets off in transition, and then also Kyren just talking about the team trusting her, y'all trusting her as well with the ball in her hands today.
Yeah, I mean, I told Kyren, I don't know, 2 games ago that I trust her. I'm like, hey, that's why I run so many plays for you, right? So, like, that's what that means. And I think she's a great guard, and she can go downhill against anybody in this league. So, to me, it's just a matter of, is she on, is she off, right? Tonight she was on, and we're going to run it through her. We're going to run every single play for her. But again, it's nice to have different options, right? If she had an off game, or if Myra has an off game, she can step up. That's the value of the team. And then in terms of transition, that's just kind of what we do, right? That's what we do. We always preach it. We try to get long pass layups. We try to get connected. We want to play fast. I think it wears teams down. I also think today, like UAB wasn't even going to the glass for real offensive rebound because they were worried about getting back in transition. So it works on 2 ends as well.
And then also you just talked about Dana as well. She had like 2 back-to-back block shots late there in the game.
Yeah,
to
no,
force them at the line.
Dylan,
excuse me.
yeah,
Yeah.
when we stretched that thing to 10, I mean, Dylan, those were energy plays. Those were saving us, right, which she does often. But it's just, they change the whole momentum of the game and how it feels. And she's getting more confident on the offensive end, which is nice to see too, and dominated the glass today. I mean, she had 13 rebounds, 3 offensive. Cool.